Hello everyone, so this is the final video in section 1.3 and this video is going to hit this final objective. Use the distance formula. You definitely want to write this formula down, circle it, star it, and make sure you know it. Okay, this is how we find the distance between points. Okay, we've found the distance of segments before. This formula right here should look familiar actually from 1.1 or 1.2 where we subtract, find the difference between 2 points on a number line, and make sure we take the absolute value of it. Very similarly, it's a similar formula. Notice like we're still subtracting x2 minus x1. We're still finding the difference between points. But because we are on now a coordinate plane, we need to find the difference of both the x values and the y values. This formula, make sure you know it, copy it down, star it. We are going to practice with it today. Okay, so that's the formula, the distance formula. When we say something like this, look, what is SR? Remember, that means to find the length of SR, find the distance of SR. We need to immediately think about this formula right here. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do this example. It says SR has endpoints -2, 4, and 3, -1. What we need to do is find the length of SR, right? When we see two capital letters with the points like that, that means find the length. And they tell us to do it to the nearest tenth. Guys, just like we did when we found the midpoint, it's really helpful to a label, right? What's x1 and what is y1, x2 and y2. Okay, this part is really helpful because then it's so simple to plug the numbers right into the formula. So write that formula down at the top of your notes, right? And now we're going to go through, really this isn't AB anymore, right? This is SR. Okay, the distance of SR equals the square root of x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is -2, square that, plus the parentheses, y2, -1, minus y1, which is 4. Guys, I just took those variables and replaced them with the numbers that we labeled over here. Okay, and now we just have to simplify. So I'm going to focus 3 minus -2, that's going to give me 5, and -1 minus 4 gives me -5. I keep them in parentheses because now we square it. We do the parentheses first and then we apply the square. So now I do 5 squared gives me 25, and -5 squared also gives me 25. Remember, a negative times a negative gives me a positive. Now we add 25 plus 25 gives me 50. And the square root of 50 you can put right into a calculator, and it's going to give us about 15.8. No, that's not right. It's going to give you 7.1. Okay, 7.1 when you take the square root of 50. Let me erase this. I don't know what that was from. Definitely not 15.8. Square root of 50, if you put into a calculator, it will give you 7.1. Okay. And that's the distance of SR. The distance from point S to point R is 7.1. We can say units because it didn't say. Okay, that's how we use the distance formula, and that's all this short little video is on. If you need to go back through here and focus like each step, so first we want to substitute the numbers, right? Substitute the numbers in. Then you want to simplify those parentheses. Then you want to do the square. And then you want to add. And then you want to take the square root. Okay, if you want to go back and label those steps. There they are. Okay, awesome job, guys. That's the distance formula. You are going to do some practice next. Great job.